Good afternoon and happy Wednesday, kindergarten boys and girls. Again, my name is Ms. Jim, and I am an ARI reading coach for Mobile County Public School System. Can you guys believe that we are on our third week of at-home learning, and we are almost done with this week? You guys have worked so hard the past 3 weeks at home, and you have almost learned all of your sounds that you are expected to learn in kindergarten this year, which also means that you are almost ready for first grade. So that is so exciting. Now, I know today has been a wet Wednesday and it's pretty dreary outside, but we're going to have fun today learning our new sound for this week. The sound that we're going to be working on is the Z sound. You will be able to read and spell words with the Z sound. Now, when I make that sound, my tongue is touching the top part or the back part of my teeth. I want you to make that sound with me. Z. Awesome job. Now, the Z sound is also the sound that you hear at the beginning of the word zebra. And also, it's the sound that you hear at the end of the word buzz. Now, we call the Z sound a voiced sound. And that is because if you take your pointer finger and your middle finger and place that on your throat, you will feel that vibration. So I want you to do that with me. Take your pointer finger, middle finger, place it on your throat, and say that sound with me. Z. Did you feel that? That is a voiced sound. One more time. Z. Awesome job, boys and girls. So to warm up our ears, we are going to do a phoneme segmentation, or a phoneme substitution activity, actually. A phoneme is a sound, and substitution means we're going to replace something with something else. So phoneme means sound, and substitution is when you replace something with something else. So we're going to say a word. For example, if my word is jack, I hear at the beginning of that word j, and then the end, ack. So we're going to substitute that beginning sound, j. We're going to throw it away, and we're going to substitute it with our new sound, z. Okay, so if I have j, ack, that's jack, but I'm taking away that beginning sound, j, and I'm replacing it with z. So z, ack is what? Zack. Awesome job. So we're going to do that same thing with a few more words, okay? So listen carefully. We are substituting just that beginning sound. My word is sip. What's the beginning sound in the word sip? S. Very good. So let's substitute s with our z sound. Okay, I'm throwing away the s and I'm bringing back my z. So z, ip. Put it together. Zip. Awesome job. So inside my bag, I have a zipper. And a zipper is something that we zip. Okay? What is something that you might wear that has a zipper on it? Okay, you might wear some jeans with a zipper. Girls, you might have a dress that zips in the back. Very good. Okay, and a jacket. A jacket also has that zipper on it. Awesome job. So zip or zipper begins with the Z sound. Let's do another word. My word is hero. Okay, hero. What's the beginning sound in hero? Very good. And then that final sound, those sounds are eero. So let's throw away the and let's bring in our z. So I have z, eero. Put it together, and what do we have? Zero. Awesome job.
I believe my child's school is probably one of the best ones I could have picked in Mobile. She's in the PACE program. The teachers are phenomenal. The principal, couldn't ask for a better principal. The research that I had done myself, I believe the quality of education in Mobile County Public School System is excellent. For me and my child, I'm going to stick with the public school system. I think it's the way to go.
Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. We had some technical difficulties, but that is okay because we have some heroes in here that helped with our audio. So we're going to go back to that word hero. Listen to that beginning sound. Eero. Okay, we're going to substitute that sound. So we're throwing it out and we're bringing back the z. So z, eero, and we put it together and we have zero. Okay, so I have our card 0, which is also a number, and it has no value to it. So it's 0 and then 1, 2. So that is our number 0. Okay, the next word we're going to do, my word is big. Okay, b-ig. What's that beginning sound we hear? B. Awesome job. So throw away the b and substitute it for a z. So z, ig, zig. Awesome job. Now I want you to hold that word zig in your memory, and I'm going to give you a new word that we're going to add to zig. Okay? My word is tag. T-ag. What's that beginning sound? T. Okay, let's substitute it for the z, ag, zag. Very good, our word is zag. So we had zig in our memory, and now we have zag. Let's put those two together. Zig, zag. Very good, zigzag. And I brought in a gift bag that has the zigzag print on it. And zigzags, they go from left to right. Okay, so you might have seen this pattern before on something. This is a zigzag pattern. All right, my next word is the word boo. Okay, b-oo. What's that beginning sound you hear? B. Let's substitute that sound with the z sound. Z, oo. Put it together. Zoo. Awesome job. Now, what is an animal that you might find in a zoo that begins with the z sound? A zebra. You are right. So I brought a zebra with me today because zebra also begins with the z sound. And I'm sure you've noticed my zebra on the board. This is Zelda, the zebra. We're going to work on her in just a minute. So we have a zebra that begins with the z sound. And I also brought in a sweet treat, one of my favorite treats. How many of you have ever had a zebra cake? These are really good. So if you go to the grocery store or your parents go to the grocery store, see if they'll pick you up some zebra cakes and practice that z sound that you hear in zebra. All right, now that we know the sound that we're working on today, I'm going to show you the letter that relates to that sound, z. And that letter is the letter Z. The letter is Z. Now I want you to watch me as I form or how I write the letter Z. We're going to start at the left side of our paper and we go from left to right, and then we're going to come down into a slant, and then we're going to go back to the right. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. Left to right, come down into a slant, and then go back to the right. This is the letter Z. And Z is at the end of our alphabet. W, X, Y, Z. And Z makes the Z sound. Now, since it's raining outside, we can't really go outside like we've talked about in the past to trace our letters in the sand. So Miss Phil and Jim brought in our shaving cream. So we are going to trace our letter Z and say the sound that it makes with our shaving cream. Now, if you have some with you right now, you could do it with us. If not, you can do this after our lesson. So if you don't have any, you can take your pointer finger. We're going to trace in the air. And remember, when we make that Z, we're going to say the name of the letter and then the sound that it makes. Okay? Let's do it. Z, Z. Do it again. Z, Z. One more time. Z, Z. Awesome job, boys and girls. This is the letter Z that says Z. All right? Now, I also made a craft with the letter Z, and this is something that you can do at home. Like I said, since it's raining and you can't go outside, I made a letter Z, which makes the zebra. And this is very simple. All you need is 3 popsicle sticks. You can paint them white if you want to, or you can just add your black stripes to make the Z. So this is my zebra, and this is my letter Z. Remember, left to right, go down to a slant, and back to the right. This is my zebra. So I hope you guys have fun and you can do that craft at home. All right, so now we're going to move into blending. Now that we know the sound that Z makes, which is the Z sound, we're going to blend some sounds with the Z sound. So let's review our vowels. And when I show a vowel, I want you to tell me the short sound that it makes, okay? So this is the letter A, and it says ah, 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 as in apple. My next vowel, E, says eh. Very good. The elephant, or edge of my table. My next vowel is I. What's the short sound for I? I. Very good. Itch. What about the vowel O? What's the short sound for O? Awesome. Octopus. And then we have our last vowel, U. And U says So we're going to blend these short vowels with our new sound Z. And Miss Fillingham's going to do the first one for you, okay? I'm going to write my first 2 letters. My first sound is Z, and my middle sound is I. Z. Then I'm going to add that final sound, G. My word is zig. Watch me one more time. Z, I, zig. Then I added that final sound, G, zig. Okay? I want you to try some with me, but before I move on to my next word that I want us to blend, I want you, if you have your packet that you picked up from school, I want you to see if you have your coloring sheet, your zebra. in here because as we are blending words and as we're spelling words, we're going to help out my zebra up here. Notice that Zelda the zebra, she's missing some color in her stripes. Okay, so as we blend a word correctly, then you can shade in, and I'm going to shade in on my zebra some of her stripes so we can complete her stripes, okay? So let's look at our next word. My next word is, I'm going to put the letter and you tell me the sound. Z, very good. Ah, let's blend these two. Zap. Zap. Very good. This word is zap. So you can pick up your coloring sheet, or if you don't have yours, you can draw your own zebra, and we're going to shade in one of her stripes. She was missing her stripe, so we have blended a word and we are shading her in. Okay? My next word. Sound. Z. Very good. Sound. Eh. Remember, these are short sounds. Let's blend these two. Ze. Zest. Now, is this a real word? Have you ever heard that word zest? This is one of our nonsense words, but remember, the purpose of this is to make sure we can blend sounds because this word zest is also part of a word zesty. How many of you have heard of the word zesty? Maybe some zesty sauce, or I've heard of zest soap. So zest is a part of that whole word. So when we can blend sounds together, we can blend words, okay? So it doesn't matter if you build words and they're nonsense words, as long as you can blend those sounds, that's what we're working on. All right, let's do one more with blending, and I'm going to use someone's name. So my first letter is going to be a capital letter. O, I. Blend these two sounds. Li, very good. And our new sound, z. Let's blend this whole word. U, I, li, z. Very good. Is any of your names Liz? Or maybe your whole name is Elizabeth? Liz is short for Elizabeth. So notice that I have the z sound at the beginning of words, and z right here is falling at the end of that word. All right, so you can go back to our zebra, and we have blended 3 whole words. So I'm going to give you a few seconds. Let's shade in 3 stripes on our zebra. I have 2 stripes that I've shaded. And now I have 3. Okay, so I will go back and we have 3 stripes that we have shaded on our zebra. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're moving from blending. Now we're going to go to word dictation. So we are spelling some of our words. Now, remember our rule. I'm going to say a word. You will pound the syllable. Then we will finger tap that word. And then we will write. Okay? So let Miss Phil and Jim do the first one for you. Okay, my first word is going to be zip. Zip. Z, ip. Now my beginning sound is our new sound, Z. So z, I. What vowel says I? I. Very good. Z, I. And then P. The letter is P. Zip. Watch me one more time. Z, ip, zip. Okay? So if you have your paper inside your packet, your word dictation paper, you can pull that out, and I want you to spell some words with me, and then we will continue shading in our zebra. All right, our next word. Let's do the word zag. Pound it. Zag. Very good. Finger tap it. Z-ag. How many sounds do you hear in that word? 3 sounds. So I have 3 lines here. That first sound, z, is our new sound. A. What vowel says a? Apple. Good. And the last sound, g. The G. Very good. Zag. Okay? So our word is zags. Ag. Zag. Okay? Let's do another one. This one is going to be someone's name, and we're going to hear that z at the end of the word. And this name is Roz. Pound it. Roz. Finger tap. R-oz. Roz. Okay? So I need a uppercase R. O, good job. And then Z. Z, awesome job. And Roz could be short for Rosalind. Okay, this is someone's name, Roz. Uppercase R, Oz, Roz. Good job. And this last one we're going to do, this word is zip. Zip. Pound it, zip. And finger tap. Zip. Zip. Let's write this one together. Z, and make sure we're forming those Z's correctly. Z, and P. Zip. Very good. Now this was a new word for me. How many of you know what the word zip means? Zip is actually a type of bread, a long piece of bread that is sliced in the middle, and it's filled with meat and cheese. So what is something that you eat that is a piece of bread and it's sliced and it has meat and cheese in it? A sandwich, okay? So zip is another word for a sub or a hoagie, okay? Some type of bread for a sandwich. Let's go back and let's read our words together. Starting at the top, the first word is zip, zag, roz, and zip. Very good. What do you notice about all these words? What do you notice that they have in common? Okay, they all have the z sound in them. Very good. Zip, zag, and zip have that sound at the beginning of the word. And roz has the z at the end of the word. What do you notice about the vowels in all four of these words? I, a, ah, and e. What do we notice about those? They are all short vowels. Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, because of time, I'm going to leave mine unshaded, but you can go back and shade in your zebra, and we have written 4 words correctly, so all of her stripes have been filled in, okay? Let's move on to our sentence dictation. I want you to listen carefully to my sentence, and then you're going to repeat after me. Did he zap the bug? I'm going to say it one more time. Did he zap the bug? Let's pound it. Did he zap the bug? How many times did you pound? 5? Me too. So that means we have 5 words in our sentence. Okay, so let's look at our first word in our sentence, did. And what do we know about the first word in a sentence? It has to be capitalized. Very good. So I'm going to write did, and I have my capital D. Did. D-I-D. Okay, remember we have a consonant, vowel, consonant. All right, the next word was he. Okay, E. Let's spell that word. H-E. So did he, who remembers my next word? Zap. Very good. Let's finger tap that word since it has our new sound in it. Z-ap. All right, that first sound was Z, so that's our Z. And our middle sound, ap. Did he zap? Now remember our next word, the, is a sight word. That's one of our red words. So let's pull that word down, the, and tap it out. T-H-E, the. Very good. Let's spell this word. And what are we asking? Did he zap the bug? Very good. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to try to write that word on your own because that's a consonant, vowel, consonant word. Okay? Write bug for me. Okay, the beginning sound in bug, I heard B. So that is going to be our B. Remember, that's a bat and a ball. B. G. Check your spelling. B-U-G. Bug. Now we know that every sentence needs an end mark. Okay? What type of end mark do I need in this sentence? Was I telling you something? No, I was asking a question. So we have a question word here, did. So what type of end mark do we need? We need a question mark. Awesome job. I'm going to put a question mark at the end. So we have a complete sentence. It has capital letters, we have spelled everything correctly, and we have an end mark at the end. All right, the next thing I want to do is I want to show you a different type of spelling for the Z sound. Now this is just going to be for fluency practice because inside of your packet you should have a story called Buzz, Buzz, Zap. Now when we look at these words, what do you notice is different between these words and the words that we wrote earlier? These words only had one Z, right? What about these? We have 2 Z's at the end. And I'm going to teach you something, and maybe you can go teach someone at your house the same rule. Why do these words have 2 Z's at the end and not just one? Well, if you notice in this word, let's say the sounds first. B-uzz. Now this Z is still going to make the Z sound, but we have 2 of them. And the reason is because all of this word is a 1-syllable word, buzz. So if it's a 1-syllable word and it has a short vowel sound before that Z sound, then you're going to have 2 Z's at the end. Okay, so I have a short vowel sound here, This word is buzz, so it's 1 syllable. So I need to have 2 Z's at the end of my word. B-uzz. Okay, let's look at the next one. I have 2 Z's, so this vowel, is that a short vowel or a long vowel? It has to say I instead of I, because I have 2 Z's here. Okay, so let's try it and see if that sounds right. Let's make this a short I sound. Is, fizz. Have you ever heard of the word fizz? All right, what is something that might fizz? Have you ever dropped a soda or dropped a Coke on the ground and then tried to open it? What happens to it? It starts to fizz. Okay, so this word is fizz. Let's look at the next word. I have 2 Z's on the end, so that means that this vowel must be a short vowel sound. Okay, and it's 1 syllable. Let's say the sounds. J, as, jazz. This word is jazz, which is a type of music. All right, 2 Z's at the end because it is followed by a short vowel sound. And our last one, again, we have 2 Z's, so that means our vowel must make the short vowel sound. So I'm going to circle this vowel. And you, what's the short vowel sound for you? Very good, so let's blend this word. Uzz, fuzz. This word is fuzz. Again, two Z's at the end, and it has to be a short vowel sound. So let's read these words again for practice, starting at the top. Buzz, good job. Fizz, jazz, and fuzz. Awesome job, boys and girls. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up today. You all did a great job in our lesson. I want you to keep practicing the letter Z and the sound that it makes. Remember, I'm going to show you one more time our zebra craft. You can make one of these at home and practice saying the letter Z and practice saying the sound that it makes. You can also get your shaving cream and write the letter Z and the sound that it makes, and also continue building words and reading words. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you next Wednesday at 2 o'clock.